evening, welcome to We Repair. So today we're working on a Amazon tablet for just something a bit different. So this is a HD10, I think is the exact model of it, and I think you can obviously see what's broken on it. So we're going to rattle through this repair and see how far we can get. I don't think it's going to be particularly complicated, but we'll have a go and see how far we get on it. I've not done one of these before, but I would imagine it's going to be very straightforward. So first thing we're going to do, although we don't have to actually do it, is we are going to take the back off of this thing just because I got some plastic damage and I want to disconnect the battery before we start. So this we don't need heat for. We're just going to get something like a plectrum or along those lines, and we're going to run it between the plastic bezel and the edge there, and we're just going to do that all the way around. Really easy to free. It won't take any time at all. And you should just be able to free it. Of course, don't do what I just did and push against the frame and then seal it back up, because that's not going to get you anywhere. Things you need to remember when you do this, you will need to take any SD cards out if you've got any SD cards in here. And that's really about it. Should be super easy. Right, so let's see if we can get this back off now. I'm not doing a good job here today. There we go. Only place you've got to be wary is the very top. I will show you one in a second. So up here, and that is because it's got some buttons and things up there, so we just want to be wary of those. Our buttons are along this edge up here. You can just see them. They're just there, and there. They are attached to this bezel, sort of. So that's why we just want to be a little bit careful of them. And then the plastic buttons are tucked in there on the edge. So as I say, the only thing we're doing really in here is just disconnecting the battery, and then our next task is to pop it on a heat plate. So we'll just move that little bit of Captain tape, and then this should just pop up, just like that, and our battery's disconnected. If you did want to do a battery replace on these, then you'd do exactly what I did just now, and then you'd undo all of these little hex screws, I think they are, and then you can just lift the battery out in one big module. In this instance, the only thing we're actually interested in is this cable here, and this will be really straightforward to deal with once we've heated the screen up. So in terms of our new screen, I've got that here. So there's our new screen, and you'll see there's our connector on the back. Now this, I think this screen was all of about £30. It's not particularly expensive. The tablet itself, I think I paid £12 or £15 for on eBay. It wasn't very much. So a very simple and straightforward quick repair. We're not going to remove any of the components from this because, as I say, we don't need to. I'm just disconnecting the battery just for the sort of due diligence piece. So what we're going to do, very similar to the Apple and Samsung tabs, we're going to heat the frame up, get something metal pick-wise just to get under the first bit, and then we're going to slowly lever it up and work our way around. So I will get that heating up, and then we'll go from there. Right, so let's move straight on. So this is now super hot to the touch. This end's not too bad. This end's absolutely roasting. So we are going to just work straight through getting this out. Now with a bit of luck, we're going to be able to just get a pry tool in here, just like that, and then that will allow us to get a pick in. I seem to remember though the last time I did an Amazon device, the adhesive was super hardcore, so let's just see how far we can get. So far not looking too bad. I'm just trying to work a little bit quick whilst this is hot. Let's just get a bigger, see that it's already set up. Let's get my metal tool back in there again. Straight back in with that one. Okay, so what we might have to do now, which is a little bit annoying, is just work around the edge just a little bit. Probably loads of picks this one's going to be. Just like that, until we've freed it.
A few moments later.
Right, so the saga continues. This is again just hot and hot to the touch. Let's just see how much just doing this will bring us out, or we're probably going to have to get some more. Oh no, it might be alright. So probably have to get some more picks under it, but I think we'll probably be okay. There we go. And then once this is free, let's turn that over, and you can see that ribbon connector there. So we'll just get that disconnected like that and out. So there we go. That's that screen free. Obviously that's now good, no good to anyone. So pop that off to one side. And then what we'll do, we're just going to go around here and remove the rest of these bits of glass, which while this is warm, this should come off no trouble at all. Right. Okay, so we've cleaned back up our display and whatnot now, so now we're going to get our new screen in. So this one I've already pre-adhesive to make my life a little bit easier. So you'll see I've already got some adhesive tape around the outside. Similar way I do the iPads, I use a brand called Stix, S-T-I-X, and it basically you put the tape in around the outside, and then you'll need to heat it up a little bit, and it will stick the screen in firm and it won't be going anywhere. Alternatively, if you've got something like this, so some B7000, B6000 glue, that'll do the job just nicely as well. But obviously it's a little bit more involved in setting it up and making sure that it fixes and is solid on the device. So new screen's here. I'm going to do this the little bit of the awkward way. We'll flip this cable over, pull the screen towards me a bit more, and then flip that connector up and slide this into position. Just like this. And we'll lock that down. We'll give it a little bit of a tug just to make sure it's firm. It absolutely is. And then what we will do, we'll flip the screen back over, get the edge as far down as we can, and we'll just drop it into position, just hopefully like that. There we are. And then we'll just make sure that's seated nice and firmly all the way around. Cool, and then that's into position now. You'll see our connector back here as well. Obviously if that's moved or whatever, you might need to reseat it a little bit, which is obviously more tricky now the screen's in position. If that does come out though, battery out, and then you can slide that back in by the looks of things. And I'll just pop this tape back over here as well. Right, so we're going to do this battery back up like that. Take our little bit of Captain tape that was up over the battery terminal, we'll just stick that back where it was. And then we will give this a power on test. Now let me just remind myself which is the power button. It is the third blob across. So that one there is our power button. And hopefully this has got some charge in it. I don't know if it has. Let's try it again. Might be flat. No, I think it is very flat. Oh, I did hear a peep then out of it, but I got nothing on the screen, so let's just have a quick check of connectors. It does look to be solidly in there, but I will just double check it. It is definitely solidly in there. I really don't want to have to lift our screen back out. I should have tested it first, so that's my fault. Let me just redo that battery connector a minute. Battery off. Battery back on. No, look, actually that cable's loose as well. Let's just tighten that one back up. There we go. And let's find our power button again. Oops. Hey, there we go. Must have just been a loose cable, so we're good now. I'm not sure if that was that one there or that one there. One or the other. One of them must have been loose. That one was slightly on the wonk though, so I'd imagine that's probably our culprit. Good. Well, we're back up and running. There we go. And just like that, we've got one fully working Amazon tablet. So let's just do the final part and get this rear case installed. So the way I like to do it, let's just turn this off a minute. The way I like to do it is top first. Just make sure the buttons are in place because they've got some little clips and things to sit behind. They are. So let's clip it back in there like that, and then we'll just work our way around. Just like that. You have to do something about this plastic at the top, but that's a problem for another day. So there we go. That is how you repair a Amazon Tablet 11 HD 10th Gen. Super simple, doesn't take too much time. It does require a heat map and some heat, and obviously a new screen. And then it's just a lot of prying and a lot of patience and heat, and you'll get there. If you found it useful though, please drop me a message, leave me a comment, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.